Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Unfiltered here. We got some news that hit the culture like a good punch to the soul today. A heavy loss, a profound void. Actor, poet, podcaster, and most famously known as Theo from the Cosby Show, Malcolm-Jamal Warner has passed away at just the age of 54 years old. Like, comment, subscribe, and tap in. We're going to talk about it. Alright guys, look, I'm going to say this right now. This man was more than a TV son. He was the son of the culture. A voice of reason, a torchbearer, if you will, for a generation that grew up watching black excellence on prime time television. And now, he's gone. The reports out of Costa Rica confirmed that he passed away on July 20th while vacationing with his close friends and family. A strong rip current caught him at Playa Coselas, and despite every attempt to revive him, he succumbed to drowning. And just like that, no illness, no warning, just nature reminding us of how fragile life can be. Now, let's take a look back. All the way to 1984. A young Malcolm-Jamal Warner landed the role of Theo Huxtable. If you watch the pilot, they called him Teddy, but they changed it later to Theo. And that was on the Cosby Show, and that show ran on primetime TV for 8 years until 1992. It didn't just make us laugh, it redefined the image of the black family in America. But Theo was not just comic relief. He was the realest character in the house, in my humble opinion. He dealt with learning disabilities like dyslexia, chasing girls, failing tests, pushing back on parental expectations. Does that sound familiar? Because that was us. That was the culture. He even got an Emmy nomination at the age of 16 years old. And back then, that was unheard of for a young black actor. But post-Cosby, Malcolm-Jamal Warner wasn't satisfied with just being that guy from the Cosby Show. No, he kept growing and reinventing himself. So from 1996 to 2000, he starred in the comedy Malcolm and Eddie alongside Eddie Griffin. And then came a Read Between the Lines. And then he hit us with Dr. A.J. Austin in The Resident from 2018 to 2023. And that role showed just how far his range had come. This man went from TV teenager to TV trauma surgeon and made you believe every moment. And let's not sleep on those guest spots. From Grownish to the Wonder Years reboot to 911, he was always adding weight and always elevating the moment as well. And most recently, he started a podcast, the Not All Hood podcast, which began in 2024 alongside Candace Kelly, Usay Baraka. And this wasn't no celeb gossip nonsense. No pun intended. This was about nuance, identity, and breaking the stereotypes of what it means to be black in America. In what would be his final episode, released just 2 days before his death, he said black survival in itself is black excellence. Woo. If that ain't a word that hit you right in the chest. Now, let's discuss legacy. Malcolm-Jamal Warner just wasn't an actor. He was a Grammy-winning poet, musician, director, a man who used his platform for purpose. He directed episodes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, as well as Kenan and Kel, and music videos for New Edition. He poured into the culture at every angle and every chance he got. He brought us joy, depth, laughter, and truth. I mean, he grew up in the spotlight and never lost his way. Never scandal written, never chasing clout, just a solid brother doing solid work. So today on Charles Unfiltered, we don't come with jokes. We come with gratitude. We salute Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the son, the brother, the father, the husband, the legend, the icon. From Theo Huxtable to Dr. Austin, from network television to podcast mics, from Brooklyn to across the world, you gave us black excellence. You gave us legacy, and you gave us love. I think I speak for everybody when I say rest easy, King. You've earned it.